and someone counted all the words in it. There was 638 or some shit like that. I was like, who has the time for this? Like, just play it backwards and find out how to tear down capitalism. I really have no idea how to fix anything. I just write songs about like what I see going on. I don't have the answers, man. Just be nice to each other. This is called The Frayed Wind Blows.
If it starts with an explosion, do you end it with a bang? First the whistle started blowing, then the guilty finally hang. There's a storm on the horizon and the water's on the rise. We're watching history repeating with the changing times. The figureheads keep talking, but they're buried in the sand. Everyone is pointing fingers, everybody plays their hand. The fixes in the game is rigged, the pawns are polarized. You either pick a side or think outside the picket lines. I wonder, is this a revolution or just mass confusion? When every voice is trying to scream the loudest for equality, while we argue strategy, culture, and philosophy. People die in city streets, all paid with blood and poverty. Powers with a chosen few. Desperation's just a tool that agents of corruption use to keep the jails and prisons full. Diamond pockets lined with profits earned from broken lives. This led to pledge by one discrimination under God and say, stop the world, I wanna get off. Everything's on fire and it's falling apart. So if we can't turn back, can we change the course when the fury of the frayed wind blows? The preachers sell salvation to the faithful on their knees. Some prey upon our need and want for something to believe. And some have spun the doctrines, holding eyes to paradise, to justify injustices and centuries of genocide. Surrender to your temples, to your altars or your shrines, the weapons used by shepherds so the sheep will keep in line. Conflicting congregations, thinking only of themselves. If that's the path to heaven, hate to see the road to hell. I tell ya, they take a vision, make religion, cause division, keep you vacant and complacent and dependent on the system by creating ways to separate, utilizing class and race. Prejudice perpetuates, keeps monopolies in place. Trickle up or trickle down, stack or spread the wealth around. Someone's hope is running out, while fortune fills a bank account. Empty promise politicians pander to the poor. Fathers money used for funding phony wars on foreign shores, and say, stop the world, I wanna get off. Cause they're loading up the bullets and they're dropping the bombs. The propaganda beats to the narrative drums when the fury of the frayed wind blows. The criminals in Congress, they ain't got no ground to stand. They're building walls and borders all around the stolen land. A legacy of liberty, that's how the story goes. The conquerors rewrote the past to suit the status quo. So is it institutions or the state of humankind that leads to some exalted over thousands left behind? They'll push it to their limit, but in turn they'll push their luck. The sleeping giants quiet when they finally woken up, because they're buying your silence with their shiny advertisements. They lie and cheat and steal, tax your habits so you'll finance what they hide away behind the scenes. Cover over underneath, population exploitation, victimized by vanity. Faces in a magazine, pictures on a pixel screen. Set a lofty standard that disintegrates your self-esteem. Race to chase a plastic dream, red carpets and limousines. Blinded and distracted by the flashbulbs of celebrity. Just beyond the limelight, after fame has run its course, they'll throw you to the lions while a sold-out crowd will roar and say, stop the world, I wanna get off. Cause there's bodies lying, breathless, bleeding, piling up. They shook the bottle, rage now it's bound to erupt. But the fury of the frayed wind blows. You can think yourself in circles, but the answer is never clear. Is there safety with surveillance? Is there freedom without fear? Unravel and untangle all you thought you understood, and question everything until you question why you should. We'll change the world with flowers, or we'll change the world with guns. We'll plant a seed or dig a grave before it's said and done. But if we come together, all for one and one for all, resistance rises up sure as an empire will fall. So I'll just push towards the future, may it crumble for the better. Our tyrannical oppressors are but shadows will remember. No judgment based on color or your lover or your gender. Dismantle older models so they can't be reassembled. But the day the tables turn your way, watch out for a twist of fate. Careful not to stumble and become the very thing you hate. Seek out something comforting. search for something innocent, but you'll never have those eyes that look at life that way again. You can take the high road, nothing ventured, nothing gained, but you'll fight fire with fire when you're going down the flame. To say, stop the world, I wanna get off, cause we're at each other's throats and now it's choking my heart. And we can burn the earth or extinguish the torch when the fury of the frayed wind blows. Thanks everybody. My name's Matt.